Talking to them. Well, they didn't come back, but anyway, I knew that it was going to come to where I had to sell this house anyway, if when it
Sure.
on and on and on.
That'd be a lot.
Since my mom is up to a move,
Yep.
I'm going to
She's
start
ready
now.
to go.
The other thing is, all the landscaping, I put everything in.
Wow. They put
So
the chairlift in? And,
Yeah, so now
Yeah.
we can clean it.
I mean, you built this the right way for what she's dealing with, for sure.
It would be a nice
Great
put
nursery.
this right here.
Yes, you're very right about that.
Covering on there to keep,
I don't need to get up there.
But there's a attic fan. Had that put up there
Just take a
to
peek.
help.
So, I guess the first thing would be house is in pretty good shape. I mean, all in all, there's some outdated, things. There's some concerns on my part about like the foundational side of things because of the way the house slants. But it might not, it just might be how it was built. So to me, it's just more of, is it an issue? Is it not an issue? I'm not sure. I guess the next thing for me is like time frame. I know we kind of talked about that, but they have to find a place. You're running back and forth. So what's that look like for you? And
Yeah, I can't answer that right now. I mean, we could find something. I mean, they could find something in a couple of weeks' time.
Sure.
And
be ready to go.
be ready to go.
Yeah. Or it could
We're
take.
not going to be able. Right. We're not going to be able to handle both places certainly for any length of time.
Sure.
So, on Zillow, for this house, they have it listed between, I think, 1 and 118 or 1 and 120 about is
Yep.
is where it might be.
I think that's. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Zillow. Just because depending on where you are, it can be a disillusioned number on either side. Like it could be lower or it could be higher.
Right.
And people stick to it because it's the only access that they have.
Right.
Which it's a great tool for the general public because on average, their information is about average. You know what I mean? They're going to miss here. They're going to have some things that are listed, on their site lower than what they should be. They're going to have some things listed higher than what they should be. But on average, that range, if you're willing to accept the range that they have instead of, because people look at it, they'll be like, oh, my house is worth 119. Great, but it also says it could be worth 100, and it says it could be worth 135.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
you got to work with that range a little bit. If you fall in that range, I'd say, they're somewhat accurate. I mean, they're going to give you a decent idea of what's selling around there. Still don't love it because it might not take it doesn't take, what the house looks like inside. Hasn't been updated. If the tax record says 2 bedrooms, it's 2 bedrooms to Zillow. You know what I mean? It's not.
Right, I know.
You could have added a bedroom and a much bigger kitchen, but they don't know unless it was recorded, permits were pulled, and all that type of stuff. So